So, yeah, and they turned to be, their names were Lokins. Do you remember the Lokins? The last name is Lokins.
Do you remember that, Larry? The Loken?
Yeah, I know. Did y'all say Butcher was in Florida?
Yeah, Uncle Butcher's in Florida.
Okay, yeah. He and I was raised together almost.
Wow.
Oh, my uncle.
Was my son?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
So after this, if everyone doesn't mind, we can exchange mailing information, email,
Absolutely.
telephone numbers. That way, everybody contact one another.
Everybody all mixed up. My daddy was a fox. It was a fox.
How old is she now?
Grandma is 98 years old. She'll be 99 on 98. She'll be 99 on January 17th.
Wow.
So she raised me and my sisters. She raised all her grandkids and whatnot. So like and she practically raised a lot of my friends. A lot of my friends still come and see her.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I didn't realize it's been 4 years since I've seen her. She was 94.
Yeah.
I'm 98 now.
She's 98 now.
Wow. God bless you.
God is good. God is good all the time.
Thank you for connecting us so that
Absolutely.
We can. Anytime.
I'm sorry I didn't start recording this earlier. This is history.
Yeah, I asked her, like, do you want to see some of your family? She was like, yeah. But she asked me who. I was like, it'll be a surprise. You'll hear their voices. And then you'll get a feeling of what they're talking about.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Hey,
so
mommy.
Yes.
Let's take 1 second to compliment Tesla Nate's braids.
Excuse me?
Tesla Nate's braids.
Stop. Okay. Stop.
Yeah, I cut my hair off and now I'm growing it back. Don't wear my hair.
You look good.
So since you have the floor, Tesla Nate, do you want to introduce your children? Because we hear them in the background.
They're in the bathtub, actually.
Oh, really?
Yes. So the one that you saw in the pink is Cayenne. That is my youngest. She's 2. And then I have an older daughter. Her name is Kennedy. She's 4. She's going to kindergarten. She just did a move up from pre-K to kindergarten. But yeah, those are Kennedy's her first great-great-grand, and Cayenne is her last great-great-grand.
Wow. Okay.
Can I make y'all all laugh real quick?
Right.
No, first introduce yourself since you.
Well, okay. I'm Detrell's son. I'm Dejani. I'm here. I work as a buyer. I work with a Fortune 500 company that buys for other Fortune 500 companies by the day. And I'm actively working to get on YouTube and do my own thing with YouTube. But Tesla Nay is like my little sister. Like, me and her met each other and we got really close. And I want to make y'all laugh. One time I went to Tesla Nay's house. Her youngest daughter disappeared. And I go to find her, and she is sitting there bathing herself in the toilet with her feet in the toilet. Relax. Thinking that she's about to get a pedicure. So you hear them in the background, but this is how they get down. They just run around, they do their thing. But they're hilarious.
They love Johnny. They love him. They will call his phone. Kennedy will call Johnny on Facebook all day if she had to.
I had to block her daughter because she kept calling me during work. But that's basically
how old are you,
nothing
Johnny?
really else to me. Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 27 years old, I think. Am I right? After 25, it could vary.
Oh, you stopped counting after 25?
After 25, you get a little confused.
You hear that?
How old? 21.
So, Dejani, where's the other person that's with you?
She left. She left me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess when she comes back, she'll tell us who she is.
She can hop on with the read.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're going from Dejani
Can I interject one
Renee, I'm
thing?
gonna mute you for a minute, okay?
No, no problem.
All right.
Detrell, can I interject one important
Sure you
thing right
can.
now?
Sure you can.
Before we leave, Estelle, as you heard earlier, Detrell interviewed Estelle 4 years ago. That interview is now on our YouTube. It's on YouTube. You go into YouTube.
Can you share the link in the chat box?
I have it. Yeah, I can do that. I have it on my laptop, but I'll put it on there before we leave.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
along
Thank
with,
you.
I was going to talk about that later, but I thought now is a good time. But the interview, I forget how long it is, but it's there along with some others, and I'll talk about the others a little later on. It is a true pleasure to see Estelle.
Yeah, it is. That was a surprise.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. Let me try to figure out where we were with our number system.
I'm just so glad that I was able to get in contact with Tesla and get her
Thank
on here,
you.
because the
Thank
second that I heard that,
you very much.
get her on here.
Thank you.
And look at her. She's so happy that she heard us and talked to us.
All right. So now we're up to number 13. You still with us, number 13? That would be you, Miss Neal.
I'm still here. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, we
All
hear
right,
you.
my name is Laura Neal. I live in Philadelphia. My grandfather was Walter Crump, and his wife's name was Delilah. Those are my grandparents. My great-grandparents was Laura Meekins and Collier Crump. And like I said, I'm on the Meekins side. But that's basically, you know, I mean, it's a lot. I know a lot about the family, but we're just doing like basic stuff. We're not really going into all the other stuff. Like my grandfather, it was 8 of them. They're all deceased now. But the last sister Mary died in 1979. She lives here in Philly. So I mean, you know, but they were from my grandmother, Delilah, was from Newport News, Virginia. And her and my grandfather, they met in DC, wherever. But that's where they had their first child. And they came to Philly in 1921.
Wow.
But,
How many
I'm
children
on
do
the Meekins side. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Hello.
Laura, how many children do you have?
I have 2 children. Danielle is a registered nurse. Kyrie is here with me. He's not working right now. I have 3 grandchildren, Katab, Kadir, and Kai. And she just graduated from high school. She's going to Lincoln University.
All right.
And I have 2 children, 3 grandchildren.
Wow, thank you. Well, we hope that the next time we get together, we'll be able to see you.
Hopefully, yeah, I'm get this camera fixed on my computer.
Okay.
And I'm going to mess with you because it's not called Newport News. It's called Bad News.
Huh? Say
It's
that
called
again.
Bad News,
Don't
Virginia.
mind him. Don't mind him.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine.
Don't mind him at all.
Maybe I don't want y'all to see me. But it's nice to see everybody else. Hey,
You
Brian.
too. You too.
Hi, Brian.
Okay, so now we're up to number 14 and 14 and a half. You have to unmute yourself. Abby, you need to take control because Eric don't know what he's doing.
Okay, go ahead.
Can
you hear me now?
We hear you and we see you.
Good. And you see me. Oh, wow, man. I didn't comb my hair today, but my name is
Neither did I.
Eric Charles.
Me either.
Okay, hello,
Eric, I
everyone.
just want to say hello. How you doing?
Okay, yourself. I hope everybody's being safe, putting on their masks as they go outside. Well, anyway, my name is Eric Charles Woodson. I have my wife here, Abby Woodson. Where should I start? My grandmother, my dad's mother, her name was Woods. Her last name was Woodson. She married a Mickens from New Kent. She's from New Kent. Then she married a Woodson.
But you didn't tell us her name.
Georgia Woodson. She was she kept everybody together when she was living. Dayshell, if I say your name right? Detrell. Her dad, I'm named after her dad.
My grandfather.
Your grandfather. I always say that
Yeah.
because you remind me of your mom so much.
Oh, wow.
You do. You know, when I was little, I stayed with your mom's. She raised me, you know, sometimes I stayed with her. Well, anyway, getting back, my grandmother was a Mickens. She married a Woodson. We was from New York. I moved from New York to New Jersey. From New Jersey, I moved to Pennsylvania, my wife and I. We have 11 grandkids.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Come back up here for a minute. You jumped off screen.
Huh?
How many kids?
I have 5 kids. We have 5 kids. I have two stepkids from her. We have 2, and I have one from my first marriage. So with all of them together, it's 5 and 11 grandkids.
Mm.
Oh, did you do anything?
That's enough.
Oh,
Didn't do it. It's right there. Right here.
Abby, you want to introduce yourself so we can see you and hear from you?
you can't see me?
Bring it back up.
No, Abby, we can't see. She's too far back.
Oh, you too.
My name is Abby. I'm Eric's wife. And I'm happy to be on this call because everybody's getting to know everybody, and that's a great thing. That's beautiful. I'm glad to be on the call.
Happy to have you. Okay, so we're up to number 16.
Open this window.
Number 16, going once.
That's it. There we go.
Number 16 out there in Arizona, y'all awake?
Arizona.
Oh,
That woke him up.
You have to,
You're muted.
you have to unmute
Phoenix.
yourself. There you go. Go ahead. There you go.
okay.
Yeah, how's everyone? Blessings on everyone. Good to see everyone in good health.
Thank you.
What beautiful stories with our elders, right? That we get to hear. So that's a joy, and it's so great to see everyone. Hope everyone is staying safe. My father was from Mechanicsville, but his father was from New Kent. But I found out some time ago I may have to leave the family because I may not really be a Meekins.
Uh-oh.
My father's father, whose last name was Meekins, he actually took his mother's name because he didn't know his father. So I don't know really what my last name really should be, but that's okay. I'm gonna hang with y'all. I'm gonna hang with y'all anyway because y'all some good people. Okay. And this is my wife Tony.
Oh, we'll still accept you, Ron. Don't worry.
Oh,
about it.
okay.
That's right.
Tony, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Tony Meekins. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. You got a beautiful story to tell.
Okay.
You didn't talk about your daughter.
Oh, you want to talk about Nikki?
Oh, well, our daughter's out here. She'll be getting her doctorate next year in behavioral health from ASU. And our son is in New York with the 4 grandkids up in Westchester. And they try to call us every time, 5 times a day with the Zoom, but it's good to hear from them. And I'm so thankful we got Zoom and FaceTime so we can see people and see that they're doing well.
I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Patrol,
Yes. Yes.
can I received this Tony's book.
Oh, okay. So what's the title? Journey Home? Can't read the rest. Can you read it to us?
Ask each what?
Tony, go ahead and talk about your book.
Okay, so Journey Home is the title of the book. The series is Passage to Womanhood. It's the first book in the series. It's historical fiction for middle grade school level students, very well researched about a coming of age of a young girl in the Black West of the 1880s. And the second book that I'm working on now is a young girl growing up in the Gullah culture of the Sea Islands of South Carolina. So it's a series, and it's available on Amazon. Under my name, actually, I use my maiden name, Tony Eubanks, which is E-U-B.
Don't buy it.
Yes. I was just okay, but it is available in both digital and the only other thing I'll add is the way Jimmy came up onto it was that I donated each book for the students that we're giving, our family members who are receiving scholarships from us, donating a book to each of them. And now this year, I think we have four or five of our family youth who are receiving scholarships. 4. Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
And quickly, this is another family member's book. I sent out an email on this maybe a couple of weeks ago. And it is on our family website. And Tony's will be on there before the weekend's over.
Oh, wonderful.
So Jimmy, can you read the title of the book, the last book you held up, and the author?
3 Sides of Every Crisis by family member Jewel Daniels.
Wow.
Jewel's not with us, but I wish she was here so she could talk about it.
Exactly.
Okay, great. So now we're up to number 18.
Oven. That's why it's so high.
Go ahead, number 18.
18.
That's you, Miss Angela.
Oh, no wonder why I said host wants you to unmute. Hello, family. How's everybody doing?
Okay.
Okay.
Great. So am I to elaborate on my family history tree?
Please do.
Okay. Brief, because I'm like teen point. My mother's mother,
you didn't tell us
her
your
name was my mother's name is Helen Daniels Roper. Her mother's name was Helen Meekins Daniel. So that's our link to the family tree. My grandma, who is Helen Meekins Daniels. But then I learned going to one of our family unions when we had the genealogy workshop, I learned that my grandmother's father was from Trinidad and Tobago, and I received the paper with his name and his wife's name, but I lost the paper. So I'm trying to reach out to whoever it is that has all the information about the family history to see if they can give me that information again. But
okay.
Yes, I did the meetings.
Wonderful. How you feeling? You all right now?
You know who know that? Goldie.
Okay, so now we're up to, I don't see it anymore.
Detrell, I hate to bother you, but Angela, I was the one that sent you that information, and I will resend it.
You heard that, Angela? Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay. So we're up to Harold's iPad. I don't know who that is.
Oh, Shirley McCoy Golden. Harold, come on. That's my husband. I'm from Canada. I'm part of the Meekins clan. My parents were Catherine. Well, she changed her name to Catherine, but really Loreen. Catherine Loreen Meredith. You probably know her by Loreen. And my father, Eli McCoy. And I should say I am Meekin back to back.
Wow.
I'm Meekin on the father's side, and I'm Meekin on the mother's side. And this is my husband, Harold Golden. And we're from Windsor, Ontario.
Wow. Very fantastic.
And both my parents are from New Kent, Virginia. And just listening, I found out how I'm related to the Crumps. Because
Wow.
there's still some Crumps down there. Well, now it's Quentin, right on the Cumberland Lane. I was down there a few years ago, and some people told me you're related to the Crumps. Now, when I forget her name, just explained how the Crumps was with the Meekins. I think the Meekins had a lot of women. A lot of people married to Meekin women. They must was pretty. So I know. And my great grandmother was married with a Daniel Coy. I think she was a Meekin. Now I just forgot the name.
Just one moment. I got to go do something, but for those that don't know, Windsor, Ontario is across the river from Detroit, Michigan.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful.
Major point on the Underground Railway.
I have one question. I have one question about Ontario.
Yeah.
Do y'all have moose?
I don't think so. I was in Alberta in Edmonton up in Banff, and I was walking in the park with a moose beside me. Yeah, we have moose, and I mean they're huge, and I was panicking.
People don't understand, and everybody on this call, a moose is almost the size of an elephant.
Yes.
They are huge.
I would know.
I was walking side by side with them in Banff Park in Alberta. I had a Chinese delegation with me.
Dude, it's a big problem with people
sprint, but I was supposed to just keep walking, and then it veered off into the woods because the animals there are with the people. The same as when I lived in Toronto. I lived facing the lake, and the fox, I'm waiting for the bus. The fox goes across the street and goes into the woods. We have raccoons, we have wolves, you know, we live with them.
There's a big problem with moose up there, and there's a big problem with natives, because you look at our plight and you look at what we're going through in America, but natives have gone through 10 times worse.
Yeah, they have.
Yes, of course. Yes, I think we have a larger native population here in Canada. I think Jimmy West will know, and then some of the other relatives, I see Herbert there. I did my DNA, and I know on my grandmother's side, the native part came up in my DNA, but I knew my grandmother, my mother's mother, who's not a Meekin. My grandfather, William Meredith, or Willie Meredith as they call him, his mother was a Meekin, and I believe she died in childbirth, and his grandmother raised him. And someone mentioned the name Woodson. So Mika Woodson was also, I think, Herbert, correct me if I'm wrong, my grandfather's first cousin. They were all also Meekins. So someone mentioned Woodson, so I am related to them too. The Crumps, and there's so many others that I don't know. Every time I go down to Virginia, I find someone new, because I am related on both sides. I got Meekins on both sides, my mother and my father. My mother's father with the Meekins, my father's father with the Meekins, he was a Daniel Coy who married a Meekin. So I guess a Meredith married a Meekin, and she died in childbirth. And then his grandmother, I think Betsy Meekin, raised the daughter. Hattie was Meekin who died. So I'm so close, I share so close DNA with so many that is unbelievable, because I'm back to back. And I should say I'm quite proud of it and glad to have the family. And years ago when I went to my first family reunion, was in New York, and I did meet quite a few Crumps that my mother often talked about. And some of you are mentioning names, but I don't know them, but I know my mother mentioned these names, or either my father mentioned these names. So I'm somewhat familiar with the names. I should also say, you just met my husband, Harold. Some of you have met him when he came to the family reunion. We have 2 children. We have a son, Ephraim, and we have a daughter, Malik. Our son lives in the Czech Republic. He has 3 children, all boys, and he's divorced, but he's living next door with his wife. They get along fine because he is the primary caregiver basically of his son, and they usually come in the summer, but due to the COVID-19, Canada's border, especially with the US, is closed. So I can't go anywhere. So we're dealing with the COVID like everybody else, and it's pretty good. Going not too bad.
Can you tell us your first name? Can you tell us your first name?
Shirley.
Shirley, okay.
Shirley.
Shirley.
Okay, and now my daughter, our daughter lives in Hong Kong. She's been living there for quite a few years. She has 2 children, 2 boys. So altogether I have 5 grandsons, no granddaughters. I come from a family, my parents had 8 children, I'm number 3. Some of you may remember my sister Lynn, who used to come to the family reunion.
Yes.
She's now,
wow.
yeah, she passed away.
Oh, it was your sister?
Wow.
Yeah, Lynn did.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, you were at the family reunion in Virginia when she came down.
Right,
Last,
yeah.
we were together.
Right.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that was your
know,
sister. Wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was one of the best family reunions we had.
Dejani, you weren't there for that one.
What family reunion was this one? Because I remember being a little girl going to Virginia.
Yeah, this was in Virginia.
Okay, this one had to be in 20. It was at the hotel, not the one in Williamsburg. The one in Williamsburg.
It was
when
Richmond.
my husband came in. That was
It was
longer.
Richmond, and we did the Marriott.
Yeah.
Williamsburg.
I was
Williamsburg
there.
That's one.
I was there.
Williamsburg was
You
much
weren't
earlier.
there for this one.
was more
I was
recent.
little.
No, this was recently. This was
This
a
is recent because my sister died the year or so after that. She
Right,
was sick
yes.
then.
This is the last one that Maceo was at that I'm talking about.
No,
I
you
just
weren't
remember-
at that one.
Because there was one in Richmond that grandma, she just packed us up in the middle of the night and we drove.
Yeah.
And I was about 9 or 10. And we
No,
did it
you
the
would have to
Marriott.
be older than that. This is only about 4 years ago.
Yeah, we haven't been to any recently because my grandmother, she had her leg amputated. For that, she went blind on my 14th birthday back in 2008. So we don't really travel that much because of her health condition. But she was just saying over here, as you guys are talking, she's connecting dots about relatives that you're talking about, like your grandparents, your cousins and aunts. And now she's saying, when are y'all having another family reunion? And I'm telling her she's crazy.
Well,
What about the Abrams? The Abrams.
speaking, I just realized she's also my cousin. And I realized from her conversation to the crux from her speaking. She tied that together for me because I didn't know.
Yeah, she talks about them all the time. There are some crumbs here near me. I'm still trying to get to know a lot of more of them because some of them have moved upstate and stuff. But we have, I have my cousin who is to Leslie Crump, I'm trying to remember her mother, but we have to Leslie Crump and her brother Daniel Crump. They all live here in Long Island. They're in Hempstead and they're also in Suffolk County.
Well, I certainly would like to come there and visit because I'm related to you on my mother's side and my father's side. So,
Okay.
Hi, Herbert. I'm finished. As I said, my daughter lives in Hong Kong. She's married with 2 kids. So I have 5 grandsons. So I'm finished. I let somebody else talk and get some more information.
Thank you so much, Shirley.
Thank you.
I don't see this name anymore, but the person was number 21. It was Moto E-Play. Is that you? The name is Raina on the bottom of the screen.
It's you, Herb.
This is her husband.
Oh, okay. Whose husband?
Rena's husband.
Okay. Are you speaking for her?
Hello?
Hi, are you speaking for her?
No, she's speaking for me.
Oh, look, he said this is he wasn't playing.
Let's get started.
Go ahead.
The gentleman all the way over in the corner to the right of me, he used to take me to school when I was a little boy.
You have to tell us his name because he's in different corners for different people.
Larry Woodson.
There you go.
I don't want you to think it was me. I'm too young for that.
Let's wake up. You used to take me to school when I was a little boy.
Wonderful.
Okay.
And Shirley's my first cousin.
Yes.
Brother and sister's children.
Okay.
Hi, cuz.
Hello.
Hi.
So where are you located now?
Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Okay.
Harold.
Only an hour away from Richmond.
What's your last name?
Meredith.
Meredith.
Yes.
Are you related to Mary?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a good thing.
In the same class together.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Did Larry say that?
Tell
Yeah,
us.
we were in the same class together.
You and I was in the same class together?
Yeah, our birthdays are a month apart, right?
Wow.
Well, you just denied that you never took me to school.
I was gonna say, sound like he's trying to make you older, Larry.
I know.
Oh, Herbert.
Hello, Greg.
How you doing, Herb?
Everything's good.
That's
Everything's
good. Long time no see, man.
Yeah, I'm still
You're looking
hanging.
good. You're looking good and healthy.
I'm still hanging. Likewise.
How's Rena doing?
She's doing good. She was
Is she
just
there?
saying. Yeah,
Put
she
her
was
on.
just saying that. Huh? You said put her on?
Yeah.
I can't do it like that. I will ask her. You're gonna get me in a lot of trouble.
Nah, we won't want to do that.
Yeah. Hold 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. In the meantime, Shirley, we can't see you. Brooklyn
Oh.
Shirley.
Can you see me now?
No, not you, Canada. We're talking about Shirley in Brooklyn.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Shirley, you gonna let us see you and hear from you? Or is she hiding tonight, Patrice? Shirley, can you hear us? Okay.
She usually has my daughter to help her, but my daughter's here, so she'll have
Okay.
probably having a little technical difficulty.
Okay. No problem. So then, let's see what Herb has to say. Is she coming, Herb?
I think so.
You think so? Okay.
I think so. Jimmy, you like to keep a lot of stuff going.
He's muted. All right, so in the meantime, while we wait for her, I don't, where are you, Brian?
Mommy, I have one question.
What is the question, Dejani?
Did you paint the pictures that are behind you?
I'm muting him. Brian, it's on you.
What's the pictures behind her?
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, Brian.
Brian, how you doing?
He give me hell too when he see me.
I want to see what
Brian gives me hell too.
This is Brian. I'm in Richmond. And I part of the Meekins family. My grandmother was Elsa Meekins. My uncle there, Jimmy West, and my sister there. And I am the chairperson of the business.
Can't hear you really well, Brian.
Breaking up.
Is that better?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I was saying that that's my Uncle Jimmy right there, my sister Melanie, my niece Michaela, and I got a bunch of cousins in front of me. And I'm chairperson of the Richmond chapter of our committee.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I see your hand, Shirley. Can you hear us now, Shirley Brooklyn?
Oh, see that picture behind?
What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on here.
We hear you now,
Right?
but we don't see you.
I don't know what I did wrong. I'm just waking up from a long nap, so I'm tired, still tired.
So
how's everybody doing?
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm hanging in there.
You want to tell us who you are and how you're related to us?
Shirley Roper, through the Meekins. My mom, Helen Roper, Helen Daniels Roper. And my grandmother, Helen Jackson. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, where are you? Where are you located?
I'm in Brooklyn, New York.
All right. Well, hopefully the next time we get together, we'll be able to see your face.
I hope so, but I'm still kind of hungover from all that sleeping.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, good to see everybody. Good to hear that everybody's doing well. Everybody,
Okay.
please stay safe.
Thank you.
And keep those masks on, please.
That's right.
I see you, Rena.
Oh, hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. It's good to see everybody.
Yeah, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you two in a long time.
Girl.
Seen you two in a long time.
I know.
Crazy.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right about that. Yeah. This thing has to end so we can get back to seeing each other.
That's right, Rena. I can't leave Canada. The border's closed.
Out wherever. You can leave Canada.
I'm semi-retired. I'm ready to start doing some traveling.
Yeah, right. How about that? How about that?
You can leave Canada if you want to.
If I try to go, they're going to sit and go through. They close it till the end of this month, but they're talking about because the coronavirus is so bad in the States now, maybe some people are saying to the end of the year.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So even if we can't go, out, can we come?
No, the border is closed, in or out for us in the United States.
Wow.
Well,
I can't do nothing.
Well, Jimmy and I, we are closer to the White House than you all. We'll go down and see what we can do.
Straighten it all out. Please leave them all.
Go down there and get him out of there. That's what they can do.
Yeah, give him the boot.
Prime Minister Canada Trudeau didn't go down for the meeting with Trump. Of course, there's no love lost between them anyway. But
that's right.
Yeah.
It was closed because his wife had the COVID-19 and he was in quarantine for a month. He's not going to go down there to come back here. You'd be in quarantine again. He's not going. It's closed.
You're right.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do. But anyway, we're handling it pretty good here. I'm not working right now. I took off. Maybe go back next month, see how things are. Just working part-time at Home Depot. But I've been off, so it's all good. I'm doing fine.
I hear you. All I'm doing, working part-time.
Yeah, protect yourself, guys.
So the next person and the last person to speak will be Mr. West, and then we have a couple of things to share with you guys.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I think I've met and know just about everybody on here. Absolutely. Yeah. Just three things. 3.5 things I just wanted to mention. I mentioned earlier that for for those you don't know, we started a video genealogy YouTube site, for lack of a better word, about 3-4 years ago. So
Going on here.
So my cousin Greg has been heading that up, and just in the last few weeks, my grandson Jamel has he has started to assist Greg in helping us out for two reasons. Number one, it helps Greg. Number two, it introduces a 17-year-old into getting it trying to do. Is very talented and has lots and lots of YouTube games and stuff in which he makes money from every month. So he's kind of good at what he does. So all I'm saying is that's a big help.
So if you look to your left, I started sharing my screen. This is Estelle's interview, which is 12 minutes long, and there are others here. The link was shared in the chat box, but we'll make sure that we share it after we end. So this is what it looks like. Can everybody see that?
Are you going to email it?
Yeah, Mr. West will email it.
Yeah, I will email that. We have one. Okay, let me continue. Along existing today, we have also a video by the Fortune Brothers, one by James Booker T. Johnson, one by Mary L. Meredith. There you go. Philia Meekins Harris. Everybody call her Aunt Fee. And Gloria Woodson Bassett. We got one more to post, and my grandson is working on that now, and that is by James Alfonso Meekins of Upper Marlboro. So I just want to mention that, and just as soon as Jim's interview is posted, I'll send out an email to everybody to let them know that we've updated it. And I want to thank Greg for his assistance in allowing my grandson to go in and help us. I really do appreciate that, Greg.
It's not a problem. All the help I can get is appreciated.
Exactly. Okay, quick couple things I want to mention. To remind you of seed money, we desperately need seed money. We desperately need some seed money. Tony mentioned that we have some scholarship award winners. I'm going to announce them probably in less than a week. The scholarship committee has identified those folks, and I need to get. Normally, we would deliver the news to those people in person, but because of the pandemic, that's just not possible. So I'm going to have to deliver Tony's book along with a check and a letter to them along with a phone call. So I will be doing that. Those things will go in the mail over the weekend, no later than Monday. Please continue to contribute to our scholarship fund. It is one of the most successful ventures we've tried to do and have done in the last 5 or 6 years or since we've been together. I appreciate that. Lastly, as of early part, just want you to remember our cousin Gloria Woodson Bassett, who as of early part of the week was hospitalized in Mechanicsville, Virginia. So just say a prayer for her. Most of you know her.
Yeah.
The fact that Larry probably already knew this, but she's a strong supporter of what we do. And as far as I know, she might be home out of the hospital by now, but I need to check on that.
No, she's still in the hospital, Jimmy.
Okay. Thank you for that update. So,
Shirley, that's Miso Woodson's daughter.
Exactly. So she's a very, very, very dear friend of mine. I call her. That's how strongly I feel about her, because starting with her mom and dad. I always call him Mr. Always only be one Mr. with his pickup truck with a watermelon. So that family and I have always been very, very, very close and continues today. So that's all I had to throw.
Wes, there's one thing I like to say. I don't want to interrupt you. Sorry. Vanya Clanton, who received one of the scholarships about 4 years ago, she did graduate from Bowie State University this year.
All right.
That's my niece. That's Lynn's granddaughter, my sister. And she did graduate and she received the scholarship. So I just want everybody to know how helpful it is in supporting our young people.
It's truly helpful because my daughter finished Rutgers this year with a BSN.
Oh, congratulations!
And she was a scholarship winner too.
It's been mazel tov to you, to the parents. Mazel tov.
Oh yeah!
Wow, that's great.
We know the struggle it is. You know, my children finished first, but I should say I have maybe 1 or 2 grandsons coming on graduating next year. One in Prague, and I'm not sure the one in Hong Kong. I maybe have 1 more year to go. But next year, I have 1 grandson coming out. So I just want to let everybody know how important it is. And I was a former teacher, and I believe so strongly in this scholarship fund. And not just with my mouth, I walk the walk.
Amen.
Thank you for that.
For those who don't know, Shirley at one time taught English in China, correct?
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Major.
Well, you know, what I did in China and teaching, and also in Toronto and teaching, oftentimes I expressed to my husband the things that I did in helping Chinese students get scholarships, not only in the US, but in other countries. I said, I need to do this for my family, for my people. And I did go back to Baltimore, the church that I go to, that Lynn's funeral was at. And I met a gentleman there because they have the Morgan stake. And my husband and I, maybe mostly my husband, mentored him and never saw him. He came to China, studied China, back in Baltimore, doing business and working there, doing his own thing. And he took a group of young Black men, young Black teenagers, maybe 13, 14, to China to give them a different perspective on life. And so with this scholarship, it's my way of giving back. I grew up in East Baltimore. I spent some time in New Kent, Virginia with my grandparents when I was young, lived there, but most of my life in East Baltimore. And I know the struggle sometimes you have when you wanting to do something different and everybody around you doing one thing, or just so simple. I remember a plane going over and I was telling some friends, we're out laughing, it was summertime, I'm going to be on the plane, and they laughed at me because nobody knew anybody had been on a plane. The only person I knew who had been on a plane, we have a cousin, and Herbert knows him, Elwood, who was in the Air Force, that used to come and visit us, and he used to tell us about his travels. And then I wanted to do that, you know, put it in my head as a young girl. So I hope, I'm really proud of my niece graduating from this scholarship, and I hope I can get some more. And they always say, thank you, Aunt Shirley, for helping me. I said, don't thank me. You thank me when you graduate, that'll be my thank you.
Amen.
Okay.
So this is, it is very important. And my niece, you know, really needed those funds, and you can see that she graduated, and that speaks for itself. So hopefully after that, and Herbert, you met her at Lynn's funeral when you spoke with her,
Yes,
Vanya. Yeah. So it is very important, and they do succeed. We hear so much negative children. We don't talk enough about those who succeed and are doing good things. And I think we need to talk more positive to get more positive results.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right, Shirley. Absolutely right.
Can I just interject one quick item? This time, for the first time this year, one of the applicants is not going to college. Instead, he's going to trade school to be a mechanic. That's, to me, exceptional, because all of our job titles, no matter what you do in life, is extremely important. And if you need your car repaired,
you got to see a mechanic.
You got to see a mechanic.
Yes.
I just want to throw that out.
Yeah.
They call them techs now.
Yeah, you're right.
Call them techs.
And they got to be certified now.
Got to be certified.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, they don't get a job.
Right. And they need a lot more computer training now also.
Oh, yeah, definitely, because that's all the engine is a computer now.
Yeah, I was going to say, most vehicles now, that's all they are computers.
I went to change the spark plugs under mine and said, check the hood, said, I got to call the man. Can't even find the spark plug. So much stuff under there. I'm like, wow, what's this?
Larry's the one I said you should take me to school when I was a little boy.
Really, Herbert? Okay, really.
How's everybody in the family, Larry?
Everybody's doing well, except Gloria. Gloria's in the hospital.
Yes.
Brian, I wanted to ask you, in Dakai's absence, do you have anything to add about our youth chapter?
Millennial chapter, no, I haven't spoken to any of the other members.
Okay. Well, we've heard a lot about grandchildren and children, and we have a millennial chapter for the under 30. So, Teslane, we need you to be a part of that. Yes. And we need the involvement. We need to see these grandchildren and the children so that they can carry on our legacy. We heard from one of our elders, had me in here crying. Almost 100 years old. That's something that we have to cherish.
Yes.
She still does her own banking. She calls her own doctors. You know, like she's phenomenal. Like grandma is so phenomenal. I know that I wanted to talk to Johnny.
He's on his way to your house.
I know. She wants to make a life book. She wants to talk about her life. She wants to make a book and talk about her life, because we're talking about a woman who came from New Kent, Virginia, who was raised by her grandma, who only had a third grade education when she came to New York, had her first child at 17. She was a housemaid for almost 15 years before she had her son. She got married to my great-great-grandfather. He was in the military. They were married for about 10 years before divorce. She moved to Long Island and she helped her family get all their houses. Everybody got their house because my grandmother went to school with her. She went to school with her own daughter. If you don't mind me, I'm thinking her and Eunice, my grandmother, they graduated together at CW Post. Bachelor degrees for RN nurses. They were registered nurses. Grandma worked 20 years at Kings County Hospital, retired, and I can say that she's the worst patient to be a nurse before being. I went to medical school, and I can tell you this: like, she was so hard on me. I'm a certified medical biller, but I work in customer service right now. I'm actually going back to school to finish my criminal justice degree. I'm going for my bachelor's. I'm not going for my associate's. I changed it to a 4-year program because we need a change. We need a huge change. I have 2 daughters, and I want them to see me, set a goal for them. She loves animals, loves them. If she could adopt every animal in the street, she would.
Tell me about that. That's why I got a rabbit behind me now, thanks to my daughter.
She would love that rabbit down. She would be like, oh, we got to go get carrots. We got to go get celery. Like, she's very, very intrigued. And my youngest, she's going to be my actress. She is so funny. Like Jajani said, she was in the toilet when he was here. Like she was like, and she was laughing at us because we're looking at her like, you know, you're not supposed to be in here like that. But yeah.
Tesla, your grandmother's interview is on YouTube. I'm gonna make sure I send you the link so that she can hear some of the things that she said to me when we talked.
Absolutely, absolutely. She was just when she's up like during the day, and if we do this during the day, she'll be able to tell you more. She was a little half asleep when I had her in the room.
Okay.
Could you repeat her name for me, please?
Her maiden name is Estelle Smith, but her marriage name is Estelle Garrett.
And you said she was from New Kent?
New Kent, Virginia.
Oh.
You know her, Herbert.
I'm trying to remember her from New Kent.
You know her.
Yeah, New Kent, Virginia.
So who was her mother or father? What's her parents' name?
Her mother is Nellie. Let me ask her what her mother's last name was, because she's still up. Gigi, what was Grandma Nellie's last name? Burrell.
Oh, Burrell.
Nellie Burrell was her mother.
Remember hearing the
Well,
name.
the Burrells are on my father's side. Oh, dear.
And what was Grandpa's name? Okay, so your grandfather's name was Tom Smith, and your mother's name was Nellie Burrell. So what was your grandma's name?
Alice.
Her grandmother's name was Alice.
Smith.
Alice Smith was her grandmother.
You know them, Herbert.
Do you know what part of New Kent? Because we got 4 different sets of Burrells in New Kent.
Yeah.
What part of New Kent was you in?
Just New Kent, all I knew.
Just New Kent is all she knows.
Okay.
Herbert, you know
what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look at her birth certificate. I'm gonna find her birth certificate tomorrow and do the trial. I'll just tell you where she was born at, what they say on her birth certificate.
Take a screenshot and send it to me.
I will. Huh?
Herbert.
You was born in New Kent, Virginia? Yeah. And where was you raised? So she was raised between New Kent and Richmond. Okay. But yeah.
If you watch the YouTube video, you'll learn so much more about her. She was really lucid, and I just let her talk. And she just talked, and we had a good time.
Yeah.
Storm, did she know Kate Burrell in Richmond?
Okay, let me ask her. Grandma, do you know Kate Burrell?
I know the Burrells, you know. The Burrells were different families. I went to school with the Burrells.
You went to school with them? How long was you raised by Grandma, Allison?
From 3 years old.
So she was only with her grandmother from the time that she was 3 to 16, but you stopped going to school at what age? Sixth grade.
I finished college.
No, we came from Virginia.
Oh, I had
you're so heavy now.
Yeah, I told them you went to CW Post. Yeah, she'll be more lucid in the daytime. Say hi, mommy. So this is the baby, the actress, and this is the veterinarian. Say hi.
Now look at where I'm at.
Yeah, we see it.
In 2 seconds.
And hold on, let me introduce you to Estelle's granddaughter, Eunice's daughter. Hold on, here, Mom. Take 5 seconds. That's Camille.
Hi, Camille.
Hey. So yeah.
What city y'all live in now?
We live in Roosevelt, New York. Grandma's been living here. How many years Grandma's been living in New York, Roosevelt? Grandma's been in Roosevelt 45, but when she left Virginia, she lived in Brooklyn from 16 to about when she was 42 years old. That's when she moved out here and got her first house.
New York is fast for me.
She wants to go back to Virginia.
Oh.
So to finish school up here and move down to Virginia. But we were supposed to take a road trip actually this month, down to Virginia to New Kent because she wanted to go back to, you know, where she was born and raised. But everything with COVID shut down everything.
Yeah.
And we were more concerned about her health-wise because she's up in age. So we just want to keep everybody safe.
Thank you so much, Tesla.
Larry and I built New Kent, so we'll know exactly where she was if you tell us where she was born.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna find her birth certificate, take a screenshot, and
down on Cumberland Road, Herbert.
Huh?
Cumberland Road with Hardy and Uncle Alphonse and all them. Tom
Right. Everybody.
Yeah.
So that's where she from?
That's where she was.
Because she's
down there, yeah.
On Cumberland?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know she was from Cumberland.
Wow.
They're standing way out of church.
I probably don't even know who they are.
That's great.
So let me ask you guys a question. How do I find out like death dates of some of the members that I have like in my tree, like for my grandmother, Delilah?
Do you have an account with Ancestry?
Yeah, but it doesn't come up. I can't find it.
It should, because most of the information is in there, and once you connect the links, it will open up the tree leaves by giving hints. So send us an email. Let us know exactly who you're looking for.
Yeah, I sent it. Jimmy, I asked. Who was at our last meeting, Jimmy? Who's the librarian? What's the cousin's name?
Rhonda's daughter.
Can't think of her name. Kristen. Yes. I sent her an email with everybody on my list that's Amicans that I don't have a death date for.
Do you still have the list?
Yeah.
Can you email it to Jimmy?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Now, Robin, you said Mahalia is your grandmother?
Mahalia Crump. Mahalia Crump was married to, no, Mahalia Crump. Yeah, she was married to Maston Crump. But Mahalia's mother was Delilah Meekins.
And quite a few, and most of them still live in Brooklyn. That part of the family.
Okay, so my mother's side of the family is gone. There's nobody. It's
Okay.
My mother she had one brother and one sister. They're both deceased. So as I was saying, my aunt had 5 kids, but there's only one child, and she's younger than me, so she has no history.
Where's the boy next door?
And did Mahalia have a daughter named Wanda?
No, she had a daughter named Marion or Mahalia, and a daughter named Doris, and a son named Mackie or Harold.
Okay.
But I know that there's some Crumps because I went to a Crump reunion a long time ago, maybe 10 years ago. And there were Crumps that were actually named after
that's the boy.
Mahalia and Lillian. And they look just like my grandmother. So that's on the Crump side though.
Yeah, Mahalia and Lily was twins.
No.
Okay, that's the ones I know.
They were sisters. Oh yes, the younger ones. Yes,
right,
they
that's
are
what I'm saying.
twins.
Right, that's my mother's sisters.
Who's that talking though? I can't.
It's Larry Woodson from New Kent.
Oh, Larry, can we talk, Larry?
Yeah, absolutely.
Your mother's sisters?
Yeah, Aretha was my mom, and Lily and Mahalia were her sisters.
Correct.
Herbert, you know those, Herbert.
Larry, can you put your phone number in the chat section?
I did put mine already.
No, I saw yours, Robin. But Larry, if you put yours in there, then Robin will have your number. And then
in the chat, you say?
Yes. You know how to do that? Down on the bottom where it says chat.
Okay, I'm clicking on it.
All right, it should open up so that you see some space, and then you can just type your number in there.
Okay, got it.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Directly to you. Should I just send him my number, Detrell? I can send it to him.
You can do that too.
Okay, that's fine.
I see 2 young people that joined us. So
Jamel just want to say hi.
I was gonna say, I wanted him to introduce himself.
Hey,
Jamel.
Hola.
That's our editor, y'all.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Okay. Go back upstairs and go to work. He just woke up.
Oh, okay. And then I see another young person who joined us. I hope she will introduce herself.
Milani?
Miss Gray,
Hi,
who are you?
How you doing?
Hi.
I'm Takaya.
Hey, Takaya.
Hi.
Takaya, since you're here, can you tell us about the millennials? Because we have a number of people who have grandchildren and younger children, and how can they get in contact with you?
They can add the group me or the group chat. Hold on one second. I'm just going to pull up the information.
Can you, when you do, can you put it in the chat area so that people can share it with their young ones?
Yeah. How do it? You could just put, even if they have an email or a phone number, you could just email it. I mean, not email it, put it in the chat box, and I will take note of it, take a picture and show Casey, and then we'll try to reach out to you guys. But anybody that you have, you know, we sent out the message the last time, but I think that this is a whole new group of new people from our first one. So if you know any people that is under 30, considered a millennial, have them join, because we really are desperately seeking new people.
Yes, Lynette, can you also put your phone number in the chat area so that you and Dakaya can connect? Thank you. So when we do this,
Dakaya is also a college graduate.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dakaya. Talk about
Dakaya also graduated May of 2020 from Concordia College with her degree in childhood education. And a scholarship.
Congratulations.
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 Professor.
I don't know why she's being so meek and humble tonight.
Thank you.
So what I wanted to tell everybody is that I like to have a little fun when we do this. I want to play a game. I'm going to put a link in the chat box, and I need you all to click on it. Can everybody see it?
No, I.
Oh, bingo.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Did you get a card?
Yep.
Okay.
If you click on it.
If you click on it.
Card.
Okay, so we lost Ron. Ron, you coming in on your iPad?
No, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know. Tony, how do you?
I don't see nobody, but I got the card.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. And to figure out how to do this.
Still see you.
Huh?
We can still see you.
Oh, you can? Oh, okay. I don't see anybody. I see the bingo card.
Right. Yeah, you do. I just need you to see the bingo card. I'm gonna call out some numbers, and then we have a prize for a winner.
Oh,
okay. So Ron, are you connecting through your iPad?
No, I'm with you. Should I connect on the where it says from the trail?
It says yeah, and there's a link.
Okay.
Just click on that link.
All right.
No, I don't see that.
You don't see the link in the chat box?
Yes.
I don't even have chat box.
Yes, you do. Go down to the bottom of your screen.
Oh, I see. Bingo.
Right.
This is Herb. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Does everybody have the bingo card?
Yes.
No.
Who says no? Shirley?
No. Is it switched to gallery view? No.
Nope.
No. Down on the very bottom, you see where it says chat?
No, I don't have that on my iPad.
Is anybody working from an iPad and can tell Shirley where to find the chat box?
I'm on my iPhone.
Should it be with participants or?
No, right where you see the 3 dots that say more, that's where you click on
Oh,
it.
okay. Now it says meeting set, raised hand, chat free.
Chat.
Okay.
Click on
Okay,
chat.
now I got the chat. Now
Go down to the bottom and you should see a link that says HTTPS.
The next door film. That's
okay, hit that. Okay, I got it.
Yes. I'm going to send it again.
Okay, it's coming up.
Okay.
Wait, well, then I don't see the. Okay, the bingo card. Okay, I got it.
All right. Takaya, you have it now? Everybody have it? If you don't have it, raise your hand.
Oh,
I have it.
Great.
Yes, she has it, teacher.
He has it? Okay.
Yeah, I have it.
All right, so I'm gonna call out some numbers. Y'all ready?
how you doing?
Ready?
All right, the first number is B15.
Bingo.
Oh, stop it.
You can't win this week, Rhonda.
no playing bingo. No playing bingo.
I almost said,
The next number is I16.
I what?
16.
15 or 16?
16.
Okay.
The next number is G55.
G. What is G?
G what?
G55.
Okay.
The next number is B12.
Yes.
All right. The next number is G50.
Yes.
N37.
Yes.
Got a defective.
N32.
Why you need something that went out now?
I didn't know that you were coming right there.
Everybody's still with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. 073.
Can I play?
Who is that?
Me, I want to play.
Who's that, Mel?
Melanie, yeah.
No, I want to play. I got my boy. You.
Are you trying to say that you have no numbers in this game?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm with you.
The next number is B13.
Yes.
Oh, I ain't going in, coming back.
I26.
Ooh, I was going there.
065.
No.
Boy, I got a bad card.
N43.
In what?
43. 43. 072.
Yes.
B3.
Yes.
I21.
I21. Yes.
Seriously?
B7.
Huh? You what?
B what?
7.
B7.
Nope.
7?
B7?
Yes. N42.
Yes.
B14.
Oh, Maurice.
No bingo yet?
No.
No.
G53.
Yes.
G48.
No. What is this? I can't see it.
G54. Oh, gosh. I29. O70. B2. B9.
What?
B9?
Yes.
Huh?
G58.
Oh, gee.
074.
074.
066.
Get that one number.
Oh,
Bingo.
Who said
Bingo.
Oh, Robin.
I
said
can
that?
see
Rob?
around the corner.
Robin. Did
No,
you?
what? It wasn't Robin.
Oh,
This is Shirley
It
from
was
Canada.
Oh, Shirley. Okay. Okay. Shirley, up at the top, you'll see.
B4.
No, you'll see a card number. Just give me your card number.
Wait a minute, where?
Bingo.
Oh, 001.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. So it tells me you are our winner.
All right.
All right. Well, congratulations. And I'm gonna say it again.
What's my card number?
I'm gonna turn it over to Mr. West to send you a really nice gift. Look at him looking.
Okay.
You, Mr. West. So you have to send a gift to Shirley in Canada.
I don't see it here.
Yes, I will do that. And by the way, Robin, my daughter has had your gift for 3 weeks. You shortly, I will bring it to you next week.
No problem.
All right.
Now you're welcome to come to Canada. Anybody want to come when the border opens? You're welcome. I give an open invitation.
I'll come.
Just let me know in advance, and I'll see when it's convenient. And you're welcome. As long as we make the plans, and that's fine.
Wonderful.
Larry, did you get my phone number?
Yes.
This is Robin.
I've got it.
Okay.
Wow.
You're welcome to come to Canada.
Any parting words?
I would like to come to Canada.
Yes, that's Cousin Herbert. And Reno is welcome.
I say we do a reunion in Canada.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
You need to get your passports, and hopefully they'll open the border one day.
Yep.
So Jimmy, you said you're gonna send the videos, Jimmy?
I'm gonna send you an
Got my
email
passport, got my bags packed.
that will direct you to the videos.
Thank you.
Shirley, why don't you tell them who your people are here, and they will help. They will do whatever you ask them to do.
You mean like who my people are?
Yeah, the Meekins and the Woodsons and whatever.
Yeah, you're my people.
Right, you could do it and get them to open the border.
I don't know if that would help.
Didn't see that coming.
Look, I wanted to come down, for Aunt Mariah's funeral, but I couldn't come. But anyway, Tom had his phone on, and I had my phone on, and I heard it all. So, yeah, I was there. My ears were there.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, Mr. West, Chairman, any parting words before we say goodnight?
No, I guess the only thing I would say is for all of you on the call,
Denise,
this year to the scholarship fund, thank you so much.
Jamie, can you cut that music off for 2 minutes? Thank you.
That's it.
That's it? All right. Chaplain, can you pray us out? Chaplain Ron, can you pray us out?
Yes, our Heavenly Father, I can't see anyone, but I know you're there.
Yeah.
Our Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for the blessing of family tonight. Everyone on this, for the family that couldn't make it to this call. Just please, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, and we pray that we can see each other next year at the family reunion in person, hug and talk and kiss and love each other like we do. And we ask this in the name of your Son, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
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 Thank you, family.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Latrell.
Be safe.
God bless.
See you
All
later,
right,
Herbert.
bless everybody.
See you, Herbert.
Okay, Larry.
Herb's good seeing you.
Greg and everybody else.
All right.
Family.
Good night. Thank you,
Family.
Detrell. Thank you, Jimmy, for
Thanks,
keeping the
Detrell.
family strong.
Try it.
So these are my degrees.
That's grandma's.
Larry.
Yeah, this is the one she got at Queensborough for associates, and this is the one she